Verena Mei is a racing and stunt driver who's taking part in the Race at Home challenge.
Nice. Yeah, that would be a good idea, I guess. Yeah, I actually think we have to basically, my idea is because we don't have a practice server where we can practice together, I guess the best idea is just because I also don't want to join a random online server because it would be a little bit weird if we, drive very slowly and then we would, basically disturb the others driving and maybe racing. So my idea is that we practice in single player. So before you actually go on Bathurst on the track, I will share my screen and just talk you through the lap. And then you will also share your screen in Discord, do a couple of laps, and then we will analyze the lap, or I will just tell you on the fly what you have to focus on the next lap, basically. What do you mean, Verena? In the single player, or what do you mean? Yeah, if you have to pick at the top. If you go on the GT4 European Series, you have to then pick the car there and then pick Mount Panorama. Yeah. Oh no, no worries. Yeah.
What's up, everybody, and happy Tuesday. How's it going? Here I have Gregor Schill on my headset with me, and today he is going to coach me around Bathurst, which is also, as I just found out, Mount Panorama. How's it going, Gregor?
Yeah, everything fine. I mean, I'm really looking forward to this session. I mean, we will have 1 hour approximately in this week, I guess, then also next week, where we also do a practice session here, where like today I will basically talk you through the lap and give you like some advice where you can, for example, look for braking markers, which line you have to take. So you basically will learn the track today, and then next week we will improve basically your lap time if there is something to improve, and we will focus on certain areas where we could maybe gain a little bit more lap time.
Sounds good. That all sounds good to me. I'm always looking to improve everything. So, okay, so right now we do not have our own server to go into, so Gregor and I could drive together. And the practice server, as far as I know and looked, for the SRO Esports Championship for GT4. Oh, actually, what am I saying? Well, anyway, there's no practice server up yet for the GT World Challenge America Series for the next race, which is in a couple of weeks. So what we determined was that what was that, Gregor? What we're gonna do?
First of all, I mean, I already shared my screen on Discord, so I will basically talk you through a lap around Bathurst,
Cool.
tell you like the areas where you have to focus, for example, on braking, which part of the track you can use as reference points, and also where you have to be on the road, like in terms of the ideal racing line. And then you will basically, I think it will take, I don't know, 10 to 15 minutes. Then you will start driving in the single player around Bathurst and try to, get comfortable with the track, maybe use my reference points, which I will tell you.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think, again, after 15 to 20 minutes, we will see maybe what you do well, where you can improve. And then I can already give you the first tips. And then you can basically start building up on that through the week. And then I think, next week we will do again a practice session.
Okay.
Where I guess we could maybe even compare like Motec data or so if you like record your run.
That
And
sounds
then go even more into detail to really find even more lap time.
Sounds good. All right, this is a track that I feel very intimidated with because I've watched a lot of the sim grid streams, and I think it was one of the very long streams. I can't remember how long it was. You were driving along with the Coach Dave Academy drivers as well,
Yeah.
and it was crazy. So
Yeah.
teach me.
It's it was, I think, the 12-hour Bathurst race.
That's
So
right.
yeah, definitely one of the most difficult combinations in terms of endurance racing, because it's like you have sector 1, which is like nothing special. You have 2 turns and everything is like almost flat out.
Mm-hmm.
And then sector 2 is where it gets intense, because you're so close to the walls and it's very easy to do a mistake, or even if you lose a tiny bit of concentration, you're too early on power and then you go into the gravel and spin. So yeah, it's definitely a tough track. So I just oops, that was not my idea. I wanted to go into the replay, but I should still have the replay saved. Let's see. Okay, that's not good. Okay, I think we can do it also like this. You opened my screen share, yeah?
Yes. Yep. So you're
Verena.
live.
Yeah, okay, good.
Cool.
Perfect.
Sounds good.
Okay. Okay, basically, I will then talk you like this through the lab, I guess. Okay, we are arriving here for the last corner. I will tell you the braking spots later when we end this lap. So here we are, like on the start-finish line. We try to stay on the right here as close as possible to the white line, because you want to get the best possible entry for the turn.
Mm-hmm.
And here you see, like on the right side, where the barriers went from Audi Sport to real coffee ice brake.
Yes.
And right there where it changes, that's your braking reference point.
Mm-hmm.
So you start braking there. Try to stay a little bit longer here on the outside and then take a late apex, because we want to have a really, really good run out of turn 1, because the straight is so long. So we will try to not get any mistake on the exit, because we will suffer then from that on the complete straight. Okay. As we now arrive here for this turn, we brake. Our reference braking point is here, the tarmac on the left side, which you see it starts just after the 100-meter sign. So I guess in the GT4 car you brake just a tiny bit before this tarmac on the left side, but you just have to find it out. It's just like a reference point. Then we go for the inside, and as you see, I can go in F7, I think, and show you that this corner is really, really banked. If you see, like, if we go to the ground, you see it's
Okay.
going into the inside. So what we want to try here is to carry as much speed as possible into the corner,
Mm-hmm.
while staying as much possible to the inside, because this will allow us to carry more speed because of the physics, through
Mm-hmm.
the corner.
So basically just
And
utilize all that inside camber.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Okay.
that's the goal. Be careful with the curb here on the inside. It could disturb the car balance, so try to get as close to the curb, so to the white line here, but don't touch the curb here on the exit.
Okay.
On the entry, sorry. Then we are trying to stay to the inside, and then we try to open the steering early to to get more kph earlier, and try to get as close to the wall on the left side as possible. But be careful, if you open your steering wheel too early, you basically understeer into the wall.
Okay.
Then for the next corner, which is a fast left-hander, it's really tough. You need confidence to carry much speed through it. So you start here on the right. Maybe, I guess, you arrive in third or fourth gear. You lift a tiny bit, and just after this kink, or even maybe just before the kink, you have to not slam the brakes, but start applying the brake. And just, by your it's basically, the braking for this corner is very intuitive, so you don't really brake maybe 100%, you just modulate the brakes to get your minimal corner speed right.
Okay.
So here I can maybe drive backwards. Okay.
It's like having a rewind button.
Yeah, it would be cool. Yeah.
That's right.
Okay. Okay, so if we arrive here, then it will be third or fourth gear. You brake then here. You can just maybe go even here a tiny bit on the right side of the white line to just get a better entry for the left-hander here.
Okay.
And try to get as close as possible to the wall, but don't touch it. And then early as possible here on the throttle to maximize the speed at the entry. Then for the next fast right-hander, it's important to go to the left side as close as possible to get a really good entry. And then you turn into the right-hander here. You can touch a little bit of the curb, and then you try to modulate your throttle that you go also as close to the left wall as possible, but of course don't hit it. For this fast left-hander, we prepare the corner, so here we go as close to the right wall as possible and then turn in. And then depending on the speed, we just need maybe to lift to not crash on the exit to the wall. And again, you see, we try to go as close to the walls as possible, because with this we can carry more speed through the corner. So for this left-hander, which is now the next corner, we try to turn a tiny bit before the curb already, so we don't stay on the curb like this.
Okay.
Because this will cause a disturbance in the weight transfer. What we do is basically, going to the inside here. So we turn just before the curb starts already to the left, and then the main turning will be applied later. Here on the exit, it's really about confidence. So maybe in quali you can touch the curb, because this will allow you to, I don't know, give you a 1, 2, 3 kph advantage if you at corner speed.
Okay.
But in the race, I would recommend to just maybe stay off the exit curb, because it will be, or the probability of spinning will be lower. Because if you just go a little bit wide here, and then it can just get you into a spin. So for this next right-hander, we basically start the downhill section of Mount Panorama or Bathurst.
Okay.
And what we want to try is, if we are exiting this fast left-hander, we are... Oh, my engine just killed. So we are coming here from the exit, we try to go a little bit to the middle, but not too much to the left, because then we will compromise our entry. So we'll try to be a little bit shifted to the left, but not completely. And then we brake under the bridge, 1 gear down, roll the car. Then after this next kink here, we brake again, 1 gear down, then roll the car. And then here after this kink, we also brake 1 gear down, and then we roll the car again. We try to stay here as close to the inside as possible, because there's like a big mistake which many people do. It's in this right-hander here. It's really because you want to, get the fastest lap possible. Many people think they have to carry into this right-hander much more speed than you need, and that's an issue, because if you are too fast into this corner, you will get a very, very compromised entry for the left-hander, as you see. So to make the turn, you have to turn way more, and as a result, your apex speed is much lower.
Okay.
So what I recommend you here is, if we just drive again a little bit back. So if we are like here, we are arriving here, going into second, and staying as close as possible to the wall, and then we have a much better entry here and can carry much more speed. This corner is flat, so you try to get as close to the walls again. And this next one is a little bit tricky, so we arrive, I guess, in 4th gear, and then you lift a tiny bit before the kink, and then as your car is straight again here, you brake into 2nd gear, and then again a late apex for this corner to get the best possible exit for the back straight.
Okay.
Something which is tricky here is that you're braking downhill. I'm destroying the car. Is that your braking performance is way less than if you brake on an even road. So this results that your ABS will also work more, and the problem can be if you press 100% brakes here, that you just overload the tires and the ABS just goes crazy, and then it could be possible that you will spin or run wide because you have no braking performance.
Okay.
So as we are exiting here, again, as close to the wall as possible, because we don't want to sacrifice any exit speed, as this is like the long straight of the track. Okay, we try to stay here on the left side of the road. Then, as we are arriving here, we go here on the extra tarmac on the left side to get a better entry for the next turn, and then we brake just after or just at 150 meters. Then here on the entry, try to get as close to the curb as possible, but don't touch it, because if you touch this inside curb, you will run wide, which will result in understeer, and then you have to wait much longer to get again on power for this right-hander. So go as close to the curb on the left-hander or of the left part of the chicane, and then if you don't touch the curb, you will have a really, really good preparation for the next right-hander, where you can go early on the throttle. And here on the mid-turn, you can touch the curb if you want, but don't touch the grass. Here on the exit, you can also touch the curb, but don't go like this on the grass, because if you do this too many times, you will get a pressure loss. And then arriving at the last turn here, we brake around 100 meters. So just as you hit 100 meters, you slam the brakes, then trail brake into the last corner, and then go again as early as possible on power. And that's like 1 lap in Bathurst.
Wow.
I
That's
mean,
a lot.
I know it's a lot to process, because I mean, it's like, I don't know, 14, 15 corners, and especially the uphill section or everything on the mountain is really tricky.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean,
I would think like the downhill section would be the really tricky part, just, carrying a lot of speed, but trying to just gauge how fast to go. I mean, you're very
yeah.
experienced, so but a rookie like me.
Yeah, but I guess Bathurst is really a track where you need to be patient and just learn it and don't be frustrated, because if you start driving it, especially the section on the mountain, uphill and downhill, it's really about confidence and knowing the track and knowing the limit of the car. So it's really important to get a feeling for the limit, because otherwise you just go too fast into the corner. And if you go too fast into the corner, it's a bigger mistake than slow, because then you will run out of space on the exit, and then you will have a wall which will result in damage, or gravel which will result in spin. So it's really important to know the track and the limits of the car. So I think like with this like introduction of where you can brake it and what the ideal racing line on this track is, I think you have like a proper view of the circuit. But I mean, theory is not practice. So what I want you to do now is like, or you have now the knowledge which I gave you, but then applying it right now, it will be hard. So just focus on getting comfortable with the track right now. Don't push. Just try to memorize, get the track into your muscle memory. So which corner follows after this corner, and just to have like the map or the track in your head, and then we can start going and improving the lap time.
Sounds good. Now, I wanted to see if you could do like a hot lap so we could just see how everything just flows together.
Yeah, I can try. Just let me quickly reconnect. I mean, I don't know when the last time was when I drove Bathurst at
Okay.
the limit in a GT4 car, but
Yeah.
I will just load the aggressive preset. And
Or even just like not even a hot lap, but a faster lap and
I guess I know just how it then really looks if you're not like explaining, but are more like in a race situation or quali situation. Okay, let's try. Okay, braking here. Okay, here we go. Turn 1, we brake just at the cross of the barrier there on the right side, going early on the throttle, late apex into turn 1. Then preparing for the next right-hander, trying to stay on the left side as close as possible to get a good entry here. Braking between 100 meters and the tarmac on the left side, and going here on the inside, early on the throttle because the corner is banked. Then going here on the right side as close as possible to get a good entry, just lift a tiny bit and then go on the brakes again, then lift. Hitting the apex there early on the power, minimizing the line to get a shorter distance, modulating the throttle here through the section just to get them corner speed right and right side for a good entry. Lifting, adjusting the speed of the car, then also here again, lifting, then applying throttle to modulate the corner speed. And just before the bridge you brake, then downshift, again downshift here, trying to stay close to the right side, then left, then early on the power, then staying close to the left here, just lifting before the kink, then braking in a straight line. Late apex, I was a little bit too slow there. And then here the exit of the back straight. I have a lot of bumps in the road, so don't be surprised. 6th gear, going to the left here, turning early, and then just at 150 meters you brake. It's actually almost perfect. And here you can touch the curb on the inside, also on the exit if you want. And then we brake for the last turn at 100 meters. I think you can brake actually a little bit later, but I think, yeah, there's like 5 to 6 seconds in the lap approximately, but it should just give you like a rough idea how it looks at speed basically.
Cool. Yeah, that was good. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no worries, Verena. I mean, it's good that you know, if you have like questions to a certain corner or so, you can basically, or yeah, if you have like a question tomorrow or on Wednesday, you can just basically rewind the stream. or just rewatch it, because I explained every corner, so you know what you can do if you have like questions there.
Absolutely.
So what I would like to see now is like if you just share your screen and also go into the single player
Okay.
and do your first laps on Bathurst.
Sounds good. Let's see. 1 second. All right. Am I just going into, did you say a practice session?
Yeah, just do practice,
Okay.
or maybe do hot lap, because then you start already.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Does it matter what time?
Just do 15.
15. All right. Oh, I'm nervous. I don't know why. I shouldn't be nervous. It's just practice and I'm learning. All right. Okay, so start session.
Yeah.
And then as far as the setup goes, am I just going to go with the default aggressive for now?
I mean, do you have the Coach Dave setups?
Um, I do have the Coach Dave setups, but I don't think I loaded it.
Yeah, so I would advise I worked on the setups with James and Ulti, and the Porsche setups are really well and really good, especially, and they're easy to drive. So yeah, I would recommend to use them if it's
Okay,
possible.
let me just see. I don't think I have it in my folder yet. 1 second, just because I haven't been on this track. 1 second. I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
no
go
worries.
ahead and load it. Let's see. Let's see here, folks. Sorry about that. So, I actually got a penalty for the I think lap 28 of Sunday's race. Remember
Should be
when?
the end.
Yeah, at the end when I went off track and I wasn't quite sure what was happening. So it was
Yeah.
unsafe entry. So I think it was a
Well,
25-second penalty. I'm not quite sure how that works.
yeah, I guess they just added on the race time basically,
Oh,
but it
okay.
shouldn't made a difference, I guess.
Yeah. 1 second. Thanks everyone who have been watching us and just kind of learning. And I've been focused and concentrated on what Gregor was saying about the track, all the lines. So it's a lot to learn.
Yeah. I mean, it's every time, every track is so unique, and you have to really, really, really get into it to, be really consistent and fast around it, especially like on a track like Bathurst. I mean, you see how the walls are close,
Yeah.
at the mountain. So to get this confidence there, to drive there on the limit lap after lap, it's really difficult. So yeah, but you will get there. I think if you practice enough, you will get a good result, because I guess many people will maybe fast on one lap, but at Bathurst, it's like it doesn't matter if you're fast on one lap. If you're not consistent and crash the car in the second lap, you can basically pit and repair your suspension damage, and then your race is over. So
Yeah.
it will be all about consistency in this race.
That's right. It's 60 minutes is long. I feel like I learned a lot from the last race, and one thing I do have to remember is not to slow down too much when the GT3s are passing.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you basically need to show that, hey, I also race, and it's not like you're lapped by. It's not basically a blue flag rule in terms of like you're in the same class and they overtake you, but there are like two separate races on one track in the same time, so you also have your own race. So just be careful with the GT3s when they're like going for the gap, but as long as they're not going for the gap, just focus on your own driving and drive like you did before without traffic. So don't get like disturbed by the GT3s. and at the end they are responsible to get a clean overtake. So if they crash into you, it will be good for you to, you know, maybe turn right or left just to prevent the incident. But if they crash, it will be almost never your fault because the overtaking car takes the responsibility for a clean overtake. So
Absolutely. Yeah, I actually did another multi-class race last night, and this time, you know, they didn't tell us when, like, what the conditions would be like, and I got in, and I got in the multi-class race, and it was flooded conditions, and I'm like, oh no. I had never raced in the rain before last night, so sorry about this. I think I put it in the right folder, Mount Panorama. Oh, hold on, there we go. Just was in a folder. Sorry, folks. I should actually just get all my Coach Dave Academy setups and just put it in the folders rather than just saying like, oh, I'm gonna run
I have
this track.
trick.
Yeah. All right, there we go. That should work. There we go. Okay, so race setup, right?
Yeah, just load the race setup,
Okay,
and just
cool.
drive. Just drive.
Just drive.
The hot lap mode is quite convenient, you know, to use as a practice session in the single player because your pressures are always, and not always perfect, but your tire temps are already like green when you exit or start hot lap session. Whereas like if you do it in the free practice mode, you need to drive an out lap and then the first hot lap to get your tires on the same temperature. So you basically save a little bit of time.
Sounds good. All right. So, do I just go do like a recce lap?
Yeah, just try. If you like, say 100% is on the limit, just try to do this lap like at 50%, basically.
50%.
What do you think? Yeah.
I guess so. I think remembering all the reference points and gears are kind of a tough thing for me.
Yeah,
So,
just finding them on the first couple of your laps, you know, that you see them on your
right
screen.
there, downshift. I know that's really slow, but I'm just trying to figure out what I should be.
That's what I mean. That's exactly what you have to do. Like, it doesn't matter if you're slow now. You just, you know, try to spot now the reference points, which I told you before. It's like playing memory, you know. You just, you know, try to find the same areas or same pictures, which I told you like before.
Cool. Braking on the which marker? Here we go. Oh, stay on the inside. Utilize that inside camber. Oops, don't get the curb. And then, let's see. No, that was a wrong line. I'm staying out here and then going in here.
It's basically an indicator. If you're way too much on the inside, you are going too slow into the corner.
Okay. Oh boy. I promise by next week I'm gonna have my own server so we could do this. And
no
I was supposed to do it, but I had a lot of other things to do. Okay. So you said come over the crest and then downshift?
Brake under the bridge.
Okay. Yeah, it's remembering the track. Ooh. Has a nice flow. And oops, this is where the kink is, right? Yeah. So stay on there. So when I see the Bentley logos, so we'll see.
Yeah, and just try to remember that on the mountain you want to try to drive the shortest line as possible, you know. So you will be as close to the walls as possible. you can already try it in the next lap, but like in less speed, to get the correct racing line, you know.
Yes.
Although you're going slower, basically.
Okay. Isn't the ghost supposed to show up at some point?
I guess so. But
Okay, so I guess we go in 5th gear. It's braking at which marker?
between 100 meters and the tarmac on the left.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah. And then you can go wide here on the exit, almost to the wall, and yeah, here
Okay.
on the right side.
So
Yeah,
this,
exactly.
and then I
You-
stay out here.
You touch the inside there at the kink, but then you go wide, you know. So there you have basically the first apex is the kink, but then because you're so fast, you will get wide.
Oh, got it.
So, yeah. And then here on the inside, you should touch the curb there
Oh,
really
that.
early. Yeah.
Okay.
And then go out like this, yeah.
Go out.
And then again here inside, and then open up the steering to be on the left and at the left wall. But
Okay.
yeah.
So it, yeah, it. I really need to follow you. So I should be right here.
Then just get a little bit shifted to the left side, but not completely left, you know.
Yeah.
And then third gear, and then second gear, yeah. And then trying to stay close here on the right side, and then
Oops.
you can turn to the left-hander, then go on the throttle. Then you go close to the green on the exit there on the green wall on the left side. And then,
Okay.
and then close to the right here, and then straighten up the steering and just brake.
Right.
And then, yeah, late apex. Then we go on the back straight.
Okay. So yeah, my line was horribly off on the mountain, but I'll figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, it's your first day at Bathurst, so to say.
Yes.
So you will get there.
Oh yeah, I should late apex. Okay. So brake.
Now, like, stay on the throttle on the straights, you know, that you get a feeling like for the braking for the next turn.
Okay. This is so fast. So, okay, I'm going to slow it down here so I can cut it. So I go out here.
Yeah. Then you go to the right side.
Right, okay.
And then left to the apex there where the kink is a little bit early. Yeah.
Wait,
And
did I do that right? And then go out.
Yeah, I guess it will be easier, this combination, if you're doing it full speed, because then the car will go wide on its own, you know.
Oh, yes. So going out here, tucking in here, staying out right to the wall. Wait, was I supposed to?
You will go there to the left side on the exit to the green.
Okay.
Because you want to have like the shortest line as possible, because that's of course faster, you know.
Absolutely.
So if you going full speed on the right side there, you will just lose time.
second. Then go.
Yeah, exactly. Stay left on the green there.
Left.
Under the
Okay.
green wall. Yeah. Then right here. Yeah, exactly. And then brake.
Okay. All right. Ooh.
Be careful with the curb there on the entry, on the midturn at the last corner.
Yeah, that's
Don't
a big
try
curve.
to touch it.
And that curve. Curve. Stay off the curves.
Yeah, on the inside, definitely. On the exit, you can take them.
Okay. Okay, so I'm braking, downshifting, taking this, tracking out. Going
Basically,
to-
early on the throttle, which will run you wide, and then you get the feeling for it. And then left, and then open up here, the steering to go right, and then brake again.
Oh, then I brake again. Okay.
Yeah, and now remember, curb on the inside there. Then running wide here to the left. Then close to the curb on the left, and then immediately open up the steering to stay left.
Oh, to the left. Okay. Okay, that's a one that at least right now, it doesn't feel natural to me.
Yeah. Basically, I will tell you again, next lap.
Okay.
For the downhill, you brake in stages, you don't brake at the minimum speed for this corner at the top. So you just brake, you smash the brakes, one gear down, lift, wait, you smash the brakes, lift, wait.
Oh, okay. So it's not like 4, 3, 2. It's just like immediately. Is that what you're saying?
No, it's exactly, I think you arrive in fourth gear where the bridge is,
Okay.
then you brake into third gear,
Okay.
then you lift, go on the inside, and then when you hit the curb just before the next right-hander, you go again on the brakes into second gear, and then you just coast the car into the following corners.
Okay. Okay. Bentley hairpin. Should I be in? Oh, I guess 6th. Whoa.
Oops.
Oops. Learning my limits.
Yeah, but that's important to have these spins, because you can have them in the sim, and it will give you like a feeling for where the limit is,
That's true. Okay. So going out to the left. Okay.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And then we go to the right. This is the part that I'm unsure
Ta
of.
Take the inside there. Stay on the throttle. You're braking too late. You just lift for the left kink. You are basically full throttle and you brake only after the kink.
Oh, I get it. Okay.
Okay, now cut the curb on the inside there. Yeah, stay left and then cut the curb on the inside and then open up the steering immediately. Now, a little bit earlier already,
Oh, okay.
but it's better than the last lap, so.
Yeah. Woo. So this is the part. Well, not this part, but it gets confusing to me. Which part? The green
Okay,
part.
yeah, more to the left there. Yeah, exactly. And then brake under the bridge into third gear, then just coast.
Oh, coast. Should I?
And then,
Okay.
and then brake, yeah. And then the downshift into second just before.
So I should be in third until I see the squares box. And then
You are in third. If you just reverse,
Okay.
basically,
Oh no.
I will tell you where you
You
where you
have
will.
me reverse on this wiggly road. I don't even know how to look back. Oh no.
Oh, it's terrible.
Okay. How about we come back to this and I'll
Yeah,
slow
exactly.
down.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
much better.
exactly. Yeah, yeah.
So for this green section, this is the part I'm a little unclear of. I stay to the right here.
No,
That,
you will staying on the left side because you're going early on the throttle. You will be like when the green wall starts, and you will just be basically more to the left green wall than to the right, basically. And
okay.
then as you approach this right kink here, you turn early and hit the apex there for the kink, and
Okay.
then straighten up the steering wheel, staying to the right, and then
Then,
getting a late apex for this left kink.
okay. I'm gonna have to watch your instruction over and over and over and over until I get it ingrained in my head.
Yeah, you'll get there. I mean, you did like 4 laps from
Okay.
Bathurst, so.
Oh, here we go. Okay, off on the right side this time. Okay. Let's see.
That was a good turn one.
Thank you.
I think you can carry there a little bit more speed, but for the 5th lap, it's good.
Okay.
And the next corner, try to stay in 3rd gear
Oh, okay.
and brake a little bit later. Just at the tarmac, basically on the left side.
So tracking out here. Oops. Got the curve.
Now,
Turning
yeah.
in.
Yeah,
And
and
then
then stay right,
I
and
left.
brake.
Brake and stay right.
Oh.
I knew I was supposed to lift. Okay.
Okay, now go slow here.
Okay.
So just reverse now here and turn a little bit to the right, then it should be fine. I want to show you something.
Okay.
So
Oops.
the corner before is a hairpin.
Okay.
So you go early on the throttle as possible, and then go on the right side now. See where the curb is starting.
Yes.
You want to touch the inside curb there really early.
Oh, okay.
And then go on the throttle. And now you go wide to the left side of the wall.
Oh.
Yeah, go into 2nd gear. Then you turn right.
Okay.
And at this point you already can open up the steering.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it. I see.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And then track out to the right.
Yeah, and then everything is now basically in 4th gear till you brake for the bridge.
Okay.
Okay.
And then we'll stop near the bridge. Let's see if I can do this in 4th.
Okay, now
Okay.
slow down a little bit. Okay, so here you're on fourth gear, same fourth gear. Now you
Oops.
brake and into third gear.
Brake and third under the bridge.
And point the apex. Slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. Reverse.
Oops, sorry.
Yeah, no worries. The moment, go back. I want to
Go back. Okay.
that you see the bridge. Okay, now go into fourth gear.
Fourth. Okay.
I want that when you start braking under the bridge or for the following corner there, your car should already be pointed to the apex of the first part of the downhill section. You see the right wall there, where it just disappears.
Yes.
That's the apex. There, you should point your nose right to that spot.
Okay.
So if you just do that, so just a tiny bit to the right.
Like that?
Exactly. So
Okay.
here, a little bit under the bridge, exactly. You brake now into third gear. So just press the brakes, third gear. Okay. Okay. Then press the throttle. Normally, because of the speed, you would coast through it, where you press now the throttle. So again, you still coast here, coast. Here, here's the apex, by the way. And then go to the left on the left curb. Here. And that's where you brake again into second gear.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and then everything from this right-hander, you just lift.
Okay.
And apply the throttle if you think that you can get a little bit more corner speed, and then early entry there for the left-hander here.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you straight steering wheel.
Okay.
You can climb the little curb there on the right side, but still straight.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe just reverse it, you get a feeling for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, turn right. Yeah, turn right, and then... Yeah.
Oops, there you go.
Okay. So we assume you go into first gear now, a second because first gear is short. Okay, so now clip the curb there on the inside.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
And then straight steering wheel. Going as close to the left wall as possible.
Okay.
And now you just follow the left wall, basically, until you see the white wall appearing, and then you go to the right.
Okay.
And here, touch the apex at the kink. Then you have a straight steering wheel. You wait and then brake here for second gear. Late apex. And then you go on the throttle again.
Okay. Got it. So I understand more. I just have to remember it. But it makes more sense now to me.
Perfect.
Now that I'm driving.
Nice.
Thank you for that. Yeah, going very slowly like that through all the corners definitely helps me. Yeah, okay, so oh, you said I could stay in third? Or was it that next corner? Oh yeah, it's next corner. That's right.
No, the turn two. The first one is second gear. That's second gear.
Oh, second gear, sorry.
And the next one is third gear.
Okay.
Turn one is second gear, turn two is third gear.
Okay.
And then just remember for turn 3 and 4, you basically just lift for the left kink and then brake for the right-hander.
Okay.
Left-hander, sorry. Third gear, yeah. Carry the speed. Yeah, exactly. And then go to the right and lift for the left kink and then brake after you're on the on the right side.
Left and brake. Oh wait.
Brake.
Do I
yeah, exactly.
downshift?
Yeah.
Okay.
Downshift into second gear, yeah.
Okay. Oh,
Then right,
the curb.
right, yeah, exactly.
Then
run
going
wide.
out, then
Yeah,
getting the
third
curb
gear.
early, right?
Yeah, early, and then again open up the steering early.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's right.
yeah,
Better.
exactly.
Okay.
That was perfect. Yeah, nice.
Oops, a little early on that. Okay, so I'm this way. I'm pointed. I'm this way.
Yeah, exactly. Lift.
Okay.
Brake again, second
Brake,
gear here.
second.
Lift. A little bit of throttle there. and then left, early left, yeah, and then throttle, then
Throttle.
straight,
Straight.
left wall, yep, and right side, yep,
Then
exactly.
down. Late
Second,
apex.
yeah, like from the racing line point of view, it was really good. So you hit the apexes there on the, especially on the downhill part, it was really good.
Okay. That's
Now you,
yeah, your instruction, like I said, going so slowly, it really helped me to just get a visual of exactly where I need to be. And also, there's little things that I noticed when you had me stop that I didn't notice about the track as well. Whoa.
that's oh, that's the cup.
So yeah, I'll work on that corner, but that's just a speed thing.
Yeah, it will get better.
Yeah. But definitely, like, now that I understand exactly what I need to do, it does bring me a lot more confidence.
Yeah, there are basically not so many question marks in your head when you're arriving
Exactly.
at the corner.
Okay. Stay on the inside. Tracking out.
Oh, yep, was good.
Getting here, lifting, braking, I guess. Ah, there we go, a little wide. Touching the inside of here.
Yeah.
Going out.
Yeah.
Getting this inside curve a bit early, also going
Oh yeah,
out.
yeah, perfect, yeah.
Whoa! Close to that wall.
Close to the wall, close to the wall.
Yikes, I have to be later on that. Yikes, no grass. There you go. Braking.
Yeah.
Opening the steering up. Going down here. Braking, late apex. Whoa! So that was better. I think it felt better. I know that I wasn't exactly right on, but it was a lot better than before.
Yeah, definitely. Now it's like actually, you know, getting more confidence, so getting faster through the corners and maximizing the braking zones.
Absolutely.
That was too late.
Yeah.
Oops.
And you know, even after the MFR championship, as I was doing the other races, even community races, and I'm trying to think like what's happening or why am I slowing? The first thing that comes into my head is, am I maximizing my braking? Not even like braking earlier, but when I'm braking, am I maximizing it? Because that was a big deal when we were running MFR. So that still kind of is something that I have to work on, and but that's also the first thing that pops into my head as far as where I could shave off time on my laps, or why I'm not slowing down enough.
Yeah, I guess it will be mostly on the braking and maybe also a little bit on acceleration, I guess, because or like, let me point it that way, because of your braking you compromise your acceleration, because normally you play much more around with the brake to, you know, get the turn into a corner and pointing the car into the apex and then to get a better exit. So if you like have this confidence and the feel for the brake, it will make your life much more easier.
Absolutely. These walls, I swear. Yikes. I don't really like being by these walls. Oh.
Yeah, it's
Point it. Boom.
yeah, exactly. And then brake at the curb again here into second. Yeah. Stay close. Exactly. Yep.
Stay right. Oh, that last corner felt better.
Look good.
Thank you. So, Gregor, I know that you said you only had an hour, and I don't want to keep you from anything that you need to be doing right now. So, feel free if you need to go.
Yeah, we do one lap after this, and then I will go.
Okay. That's good. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oy, ay, ay, ay. You're like, just make it.
Almost.
You're like, no. You know what was funny is I think it was maybe like a month after we ended the MFR championship. I watched your videos on YouTube while you were streaming the race as well, and I didn't realize like I was giving you a heart attack at like every turn at Laguna.
Oh.
You're like, oh, she's giving me a heart attack. And I'm like, oh, really? Like, all the things I don't hear during the race, and then I watch it back, and I'm like, you were more nervous than I was. But you know the potential of disaster.
Yeah, it's. I guess it's always easier to be more nervous when you're watching because you don't have control over the situation.
That's true.
So basically, I mean, I just watch and just see what you're doing, and they're like every turn it can happen so many things, especially if you see like how close you're racing to the other guys and if the others do a mistake or so, which is also like not in your control. It's
Yeah.
because you can focus on these things, whereas like when you're driving, you're focusing on the driving and you don't have like time to think about maybe a collision or so.
Well, absolutely. Yikes.
But it's definitely true that I'm definitely more nervous actually when I'm watching somebody race. Ooh, close to the gravel.
No.
Oh no. Oh, this was so.
Oh no, I thought I could catch it. But yeah.
Almost. Next time it
You're
will
like,
be.
oh, next time. I was trying to do a really nice lap as my nice one last lap before you go, but so much for that.
No. You just wait for the quali, there you will do your fastest lap.
That's right. That's right. That's the way it goes. My car is wrecked.
Oh, okay. Then, Verena, I have to go. Then I see you, I guess, next week when we do another practice session.
Yes, and we'll talk and we'll schedule it. Thanks everybody for watching, and I'm gonna stay on here to practice, but I just want to thank you, Gregor, for taking that time to coach me. And like I said, I promise by this time next week I'll have my own server, and then I can follow you. So
Yeah, perfect.
have
Then
a
it will be
wonderful night.
even more efficient. Thank you, and bye. See you.
Bye. All right, folks, it is awesome to be able to have Gregor coaching me. He lives in Germany, so it is late for him. But for him to take that time to coach me is a huge deal. You saw from my first lap to, well, now I'm only on my 9th lap, but I've learned a ton in that the 20 minutes that he took me around slowly and just pointed out all the reference points. I hadn't been on chat because I just wanted to take all that information in and try to put it on track and see what happens. So, yes, welcome everybody, and thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me on this wonderful, wonderful Tuesday. Cessna, how's it going? Richard Daly, good evening. Why? Why am I such a rebel, Samnesia? That's right. It was funny. Somnesia, you are definitely right. So, as I was just talking about, when I was replaying Gregor's coverage of the race while he was coaching me, so he was streaming that on YouTube, and I was watching, and he's like, "Oh, he was basically saying that I gave him a heart attack at every corner, and that his feet were falling asleep." It was just kind of funny. I was just laughing because the race was over at that point. It had been like a month past the race, so you know when you're in it, when we're racing together as teammates, it does get nerve wracking. So it that was that was all fun, and it's great having him back as a coach for the GT World Challenge Esports Series Round 2, which I'm racing this Porsche Cayman GT4 in. So, which is why I'm specifically learning Bathurst. I am racing it in about 2 weeks. So this is kind of actually it is my first time on Bathurst in ACC. So what's up, Juan? How's it going there on Facebook? What's up, Lady Wanderlust? I'm good. I'm good. I'm just learning a new track. My coach just hopped off. He gave me all his knowledge, and we practiced together, or he watched me practice, and now it's all up to me until next week, where he comes back and he basically um, observes. He will observe what I learned, and hopefully we will be on the same track at the same time. There we go. Yes, I got a coach. It was my same coach from the More Female Racers Championship, so we're basically continuing where we left off. Oh, there we go. So going up the mountain and down the mountain is super, super tricky, and just prior to going on the mountain and also coming off the mountain, you have these super fast straights. So I will be doing the multi-class race with GT3s, just flying, and me in this, whoa, this came in GT4. Oh, why am I in fourth? No business being in fourth. Grab this corner early, go out wide to the left. We're coming in for this corner. Straighten the wheel out, grabbing this. Yeah, I think Gregor would be happy with that line, but not with that crash. All right, so getting close to the walls, but not hitting them is something that I have to work on. Because as I go faster, then I think I have to go back to the pit. As I go faster, then there's that potential for pushing or understeering. Let's see. Okay, let's try this one more time. Ah, awesome. Thank you so much for rating Lady Wanderlust, and I appreciate you being here, all of you, for being here. Let's try this one more time, making sure that we do have the correct setup. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, we got that. All right. Alrighty, here we go. The good thing about having Gregor as a coach and streaming it is I have this awesome video that I could watch over and over of all his coaching tips, all the reference points, slowing it down, stopping on the track, and noticing things that I would not have noticed. I don't think, I mean, probably not have noticed if I was just kind of teaching myself how to get around the track quickly, which is a very difficult thing to do. Oh, there we go. I'm just gonna stay here. Lift here, downshift. He did say brake. I didn't brake, but I was lifting way too long, so that's something I have to fix in the next lap. Coming in on the inside, touching the curb on the left, tracking out to the right. In fourth, whoa, this is so tricky, oh my gosh, these walls. And also remembering, as I go faster, see, I was going at a slower rate of speed on my prior laps, but as I go faster, everything comes up so much, so much faster that I have to think faster. I have to steer and brake, and everything has to come together that much quicker. There we go. Straightening out the wheel, staying to the left. Downshift, late apex. It's a bit wide. Let's see. Let's see if I can put together a decent clean lap. Clean laps are what we're looking for. Learning and progressing little by little. Can I make this corner? Yes. Overslowed it, but I'm learning to get through that corner. Okay. So I'm not going to talk on this one, I'm just going to try to focus. Oh! So what I did was I got on the gas a little too early. Or too much. Too soon, basically. So I did have some steering input in, got on the gas too much, and I spun. So I believe that's what happened. Okay, staying to the right. Whoa, that's a tricky turn. My car's wrecked. I need to pit. My car's wrecked. I'm just gonna pit. I bet Gregor, I hope Gregor is not secretly watching and like, no, after I left it all fell apart. It's not the case. It's not the case. All right, Mr. Falcon. No, this is not the Porsche Cup car. This is the Porsche Cayman GT4. So I'm in 3 series right now, driving this car. The reason why I am driving or learning this track in this car is because my next race for the GT World Challenge Esports Series for America will be exactly that right here. It's a multi-class race. GT3s and GT4s on Bathurst. Funny thing is, I didn't realize until today that Bathurst was Mount Panorama. I know, like, now that I think about it, I know, like, oh yeah, people have told me in the past, but it never really kind of stuck, you know? So, as I was selecting the track, I told Gregor, I was like, I can't find Bathurst. He's like, it's Mount Panorama. Oh, now it all makes sense. Alright, let's see, like I said, if I can put it all together cleanly, smoothly. I hit the wall a couple of times, so I feel like, okay, I know my limits in some ways. Tracking out. There we go. Staying here. Lifting. Braking, downshifting, go. Ah! Why? I think as I'm going faster, I don't realize how much that corner turns. I mean, like the grade of the corner is something that I'm still trying to get used to as I go faster. I have not actually tried many other GT4 cars. I don't know if I've ever tried another GT4 car actually. Oh. Okay, we're gonna stop here. Stop. Go back to the pit. I think I just have to slow it down. I'm trying to push right now, and right now, I'm pushing in areas that I shouldn't be pushing in. Because it's still very new to me. I'm my 10th lap on this track, ever. Aside from in Forza Motorsport, but I just kind of guess my way around, I guess. Alright. I'm not so concerned about catching this ghost car, even though it's there. Mainly about me just trying to get a clean lap in and learn the track, be more familiar with the track and the reference points, and be on my line. There we go. Felt good. Okay, this little section here. Now, why is it getting me? I think, going back. It is very difficult. Tainted Spawn, how's it going there? And then it becomes one of those things where as I approach it, then I get kind of nervous. I'm like, oh, just stay on the road. And I don't want it to be a thing, you know? Let's go back. That's right. That's right, riding the brakes down the mountain.
Low tire pressure, stay away from curbs.
So driving this track is tricky in itself. Then add a multi-class race. With me being in this little Porsche Cayman GT4 and all these other pro sim racers in GT3 cars. So that's a whole different ball game. Not quite sure if people will try to pass on the mountain. Definitely on the straights, because the straights are so long. Okay. Hey, take this nice and clean. Lifting here. I'm going slower than I need to, because I don't really want to crash again. Just want to progressively get quicker as I get more comfortable with this track. So this one, I guess I just have to stay mid, as we would say, in rallying. Go. Point the car. that felt good. That Bentley curve felt really good. Or the kink. Still trying to gain some confidence on that one turn that I keep spinning and crashing. And it's not a tough turn, it's just my positioning on track and knowing what kind of turn it is. Okay. Now we have to put it all together, right? I'll try not to get frustrated. I think it's one of those tracks, just like Gregor said, it requires so much patience. And I appreciate all of your support, encouragement. Oops, I shouldn't be in third. Oh. Patience on that corner. I still don't know that corner very well, as far as knowing when it's going to come up. Oh, why am I still in third? This feels nice. Ah, that felt nice. That Bentley corner. Now I just have to get every other corner. I don't know if it was fast, it just felt nice. It felt right, you know? I hesitated, I'm like, oh, am I supposed to turn this early? No, don't think I should have. Was it? I guess that's good. At least it was clean. Ooh. Learning about my braking depth as well. Braking pressure, all of that. Just trying to get everything dialed in to my head. Oh, that felt better. That felt really good, actually. Was it fast? I'm guessing that was the fastest I've ever done that corner, because it felt good. No, no. It's okay. We're not gonna let that stop us. Oops. Oh, that was wide. It is awfully bumpy here. Gregor warned me that this track is bumpy, and yes, it does offset the balance of the car a bit. No! Don't grab that curb. All these curbs, not all these curbs, but a lot of these curbs I feel like just big, and they just want to throw you around. Let's do it, folks. Oh, on the gas a bit too soon, too much. Too much, actually. Patience. I have to remember this. Patience, Verena. You just need patience. Fourth gear? I don't know. Okay. There we go. Not with that. How did I not crash? Oh. That curb on that corner I just passed, that's something that I did not notice at speed, and I'll basically feel like the curb has an indent where you could stick your wheel in, keeps you on track. Not even like camber, it's just like a, I don't know, it's almost like hooking your wheel in the ditch in rally. And I don't know if that is true, that's just something that I noticed. Hey! Made that corner. All right. Patience. Reminding myself of patience. I need to brake more, I think. Ooh. There we go. Slight lift there just to make sure I make the corner. Staying on the outside. Coming on the inside. Oh! See? Now it's that corner. Pointing the car. I love that section, but I have to work everything else out. It just feels good. Like the speed at which This little car is carving through the mountain. And I love it because even in a non-motion simulator, you know, I'm still able to feel that sensation, and it's awesome. Come on. Let's do it. Keep it clean this time. So the setup I'm using is the Coach Dave Academy setup, which I've purchased. And it's always a good one to start with, I feel. Ooh. Bit of a lift. Brake. Oh! Patience, right? Just reminding myself. There we go. Point the car. Ah! A little wide on that corner. But I felt it was really good. Compared to all my other laps. Alright, we know which corner we're thinking about right now. I'm just gonna brake early for it. Slow and fast out, right? Learning the braking points, how much braking pressure. Ooh. Ah! That overslowed the car, I think, but I made it, so I'm happy about that. I think it can take this corner faster. Maybe. We will see.
Well done, mate. Personal fastest lap.
Yay! I got a clean personal fastest. Can't beat that. My 16th lap ever. On Mount Panorama. What else happens?
Please try to stay on the
I get my personal fastest on a track, and then the next lap I'm like, just distracted, I guess. All right, let's see. Let's see what you folks have to say. Yeah, it is very difficult. Oh, yes, Tainted Spawn. So, what game do you play? What game do you play? Because it sounds like you don't have ACC, which I've only recently got into it. Let's see, in August when I was invited to the More Female Racers Championship, and I'm hooked because the community is so great. And, as far as setting up the cars and adjusting, tire pressures and all these other things that I still have to learn how to do, I just like that you have the option of setting the car up to your liking. All these little adjustments you can make. Thanks, Sister Falcon. Yeah, well, hopefully I can stay consistent at it, Richard. It feels good now. I need to start pushing it a bit more, I think, but just finding the balance, and looking at what's a good time. What do I want to shoot for? I watch a lot of YouTube videos as far as, you know, whether it's track track laps by fast drivers hot laps. Coach Dave Academy is one of them, and because I'm using their setup, then I like to look at the lines they're taking. And I believe their setup is geared towards certain lines you're taking, and it's hard because you can look at a few different um, videos, and everyone is just as fast as the other. Yet some lines people are taking are different than the other. So you're kind of if I'm using the Coach Dave setup, then I'm definitely just watching their lines, and I have Gregor Schill as my coach. So he actually helped develop all these setups as well. So yeah, that's what I'm just going with it. Hmm. Ah, that's interesting. Yeah, Tainted Spawn. And you know, the thing is, I do not know all the tracks yet in ACC, and my goal is to learn all the tracks, and then, of course, in the dry, and then go to the wet. So that's definitely on my list. There you go. Thanks for following Jedi PMO. I appreciate that. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, you know, Tainted, I played, as you know, Forza 7 for a long time since it came out. Actually, that's when I got my Xbox. The start of Forza 7. I don't know if you remember, but I was on the stage at the Xbox live briefing and debuting Forza 7 along with Dan Greenwald and Shannon McIntosh, and that was a crazy, like once in a lifetime opportunity. And since then, I really got into it, and then started playing Horizon 4 when it came out. But you know, this is still fairly new to me, like I said, and it's very different. I Once I started playing this and I went to Forza 7, I noticed you know, the difference in handling cars and all the different setups, and yeah, it's very hard to jump back and forth from one game to the other, and also from GT3 and GT4s even just in the same game. So um, I am practicing GT4s right now, probably for the next, I don't know, maybe 5 weeks. I'm not quite sure if I should just hop into a GT3 race now and then because I absolutely love it, but all the series that I'm signed up for is in GT4. So I just don't want to mess myself up. You know, when you start getting into the groove of one car and then you hop in another car, even though you know the car and you know the track, the gearing is different and the braking points are different, and I don't want to mess myself up. And for those of you who are new to ACC, and I am still getting to know ACC, but for you, Tainted Spawn, like the thing I do like about this is, okay, let's see. We're gonna go into multiplayer, and I started doing this maybe about a month or a month and a half ago. And granted, remember I started in um, August. So my safety rating, the SA right here, is 85. And how you get those safety rating points is you can play with AI or real people, and just I think it's if you're within 1 minute of that driver or another car, and you keep it clean, and you know, you can pass and let them pass, and all kinds of things. I don't even think passing is required. Then you can get your safety rating up here. Now, when I started training with Gregor, I was brand new, and my safety rating, as I look back at all my other videos, my safety rating was at 36. I was still trying to get track medals and prove myself as a driver, a reliable driver, I must say, to go on track with real people. So here, I'm going to go into the server list so you can see how it works, even though I'm still learning how it works. So, yeah, if you just look here, it depends what kind of server you'd like to join. I'm in a GT4 car, so I'll click GT4, and you can see like what's out there. So I kind of feel like I've driven with this group before, but you can see requirements. safety rating is 59, so I qualify. So I like that. Or sometimes they have requirements for track medals as well, and for that specific track. Monza, I've never been on Monza, so even though I have a safety rating over 19, I do not know Monza. Track medal 0 out of 2. So basically, I mean, you could just be brand new, it seems like, and jump into here. I'm tempted. I'm honestly tempted, but I'm not gonna do it just because I'm just putting some good lap times down. My personal best lap times down on Mount Panorama, aka Bathurst. Like I said, just learned that today. You can also look at all the GT3 servers. GT3, that's lots of servers to jump into. And you can see there's a lot of drivers, 16 out of 16 full servers right here. And for the most part, what I've learned is, oh my gosh, if you're looking for a good clean race, which I am always looking for a good clean race, and at the beginning I would be hesitant because I'm like, I hope I'm not that person who is really trying to have a good clean race but really can't hold it together. I'm trying, but what is really happening, like either I'm braking too late or not knowing the car, or misjudged the corner, like I don't want to cause a crash. So I was a bit hesitant to jump in. But something like this, like, yeah, I could jump in now. And actually, I was going to say, I could just show you, for example. I'm just going to jump in now. Let's see. Oh, that's right, because Monza. Oh, this was, I needed, I needed 2 track medals out of 2 to join that. Got it. See, that's how much I know, but I'm still learning. I think it means in orange, if I'm not mistaken. That's the requirements that I do not meet. But yeah, so many places to go, and I'm on Discord as well. So many communities for sim racing. There's also a lot of Forza communities as well, but for me, I'm just kind of getting into all this sim stuff, right? Thank you so much for following Thunder Raven. I appreciate that. Oh, awesome. Awesome, Tainted Spawn. All right. Somnesia, what was your comment about behind other drivers? I'll scroll down. Oh, wow. All right. 1 second. Just looking at. Oh, wow, Richard Daly. So tell me, what kind of wheel and pedals do you have? I'll tell you all about mine. I have a Playseat Sensation Pro, and you can't see the whole thing right now, but I do have a video on YouTube that kind of goes over the initial setup that I did. You can just Google it. It's Playseat Sensation Pro. Um, Basically, you can only see my race seat, which is very similar to the seat that I had in my real life race car. And let's see, there's steel bars that are basically all around me, just like the cockpit of my car with the quote unquote roll cage. And underneath me is what's called a flight case, and it's a big rectangular foundation, and it has the connections and the speakers. So there's 4 speakers, 1 speaker at each corner. And when I turn the volume up, I actually can feel the vibration of the engine, and feel the gear, or the vibrations of um, of everything, like braking, and just everything that comes through sound. It just amplifies everything. And as far as my wheel and pedal setup, I have the Fanatic Club Sport version 2.5, 2.5, 2.0, as well as the Forza Motorsport wheel bundle for Xbox and PC. So this is leather with contrast stitching. It actually has Forza Motorsport embroidery right here on the flat bottom of the steering wheel and a Forza Motorsport or Forza logo right in the center of the wheel. And I have, can you see it? You can see my gear shifter. Here we go. I just pulled it into frame. The Fanatic Club Sport gear shifter and handbrake. You can't really see that, but yeah, it's all set up here. And what else? For pedals, I have the Fanatic Club Sport pedals inverted version 3. So this is a very, very awesome setup that I absolutely love. So it's hard to get me out of it. There we go. Awesome. So very similar setup to me as far as wheel and pedals. Richard. Yeah. Tainted Spawn, I just can't wait till the new Forza Motorsport. I don't know what's coming, but I did see the trailer and it looks amazing. It looks so incredible. Ah, so Tainted Spawn, I don't know if you're here when Gregor was coaching me, but Gregor also uses a G29 as well. So you can totally be super quick with a G29. He does also actually have Fanatic pedals, I believe, and a Fanatic, I think Fanatic pedals. I want to say he has a Fanatic wheelbase, but I don't know if that makes sense. Thank you so much, Onyemachi TTV, for rating me. I appreciate that. We're just having a chat with everybody about about gear that we have, sim gear, not gears, um, in sim racing, and talking about ACC, taking a little break while I was trying to put down some laps at Bathurst. And thank you so much, Dr. Noobster, for following me on Twitch. I appreciate that. Awesome. Hey, Machi Mark. Thanks for following. Oh my gosh, yes, Tainted Spawn. I get that. I get that. And do you watch SimGrid? Is that what you're watching as well? SimGrid has some awesome broadcasts. So if you go to thesimgrid.com, that's where I look for a lot of my races, and now they have daily races. They're testing some beta races, which I was looking at. They have some for UK time zone, and they just put some up for the US time zone as well. So I think tonight is Brands Hatch. Yeah, Brands Hatch, I believe, at 6 p.m. I don't know if that's Pacific time zone. Maybe. Haha. You know, sim racing is an addiction. Can be an addiction. All right. Let's go ahead and drive. Now that I've had a little break to just rest my brain a little bit, chat to you folks. We're going to load the Bathurst setup from Coach Dave Academy. Have a little sip of water. Oh my gosh. Tainted Spawn. If you think you're not getting enough sleep now and you're getting into the sim world, oh my gosh. Talk about the Discord channels that I'm on and everything happening. I realized, and I was trying to just dive into it, do as many races as I possibly can, because I want to progress and get that experience that I need to go faster. And racecraft is a big part of it. But there's way too many events going on that I can even handle in my life right now. So I limited it to just 3 series that I'm committed to. Actually, not even committed to one of the series. I told them I'm going to enter the series and then just race like every other week if I can. They were okay with that. But I love that it's casual racing and we're learning together. All right. But I stream all of my races, so you can kind of get a feel for what kind of people, what kind of servers that I'm on. racing with different groups, if you ever are curious. Alright. And I actually don't have all of my races on my Twitch schedule just yet, so I have to get to that so you folks know when I'm going to be live. But if you want your notifications to want an email, you know, that notification thing, just turn it on. You know what to do. Basically what I'm trying to say. Alright, so I'm going to focus so I don't use part of my brain to think about other things. Okay, fourth. Lift here. Oh! A little late. That's okay. Whew. There we go. Oh, I didn't want that grass. Point the car. Down to third. Oops. Whoa, no, 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 no. Okay. Going back to the garage. Fix my car. Start again. So what happened there is, and I always forget because I do this with GT3 cars. I can downshift and engine brake, but in this specific car, Porsche Cayman, it doesn't let you do that because it has something that will protect you from yourself, basically. It will prohibit the engine braking and instead not let you downshift, even though you tried to downshift, to prevent you from blowing up your engine, hence protecting you from yourself. Come on. Let's do it. We're going to go for about 6 more minutes. See what kind of times I can put down. I really appreciate you folks watching, chatting. Ooh. That's a tricky corner. Okay, staying out. Left. Staying out to the walls. Ah, this grass! This stupid grass! Why? Why do I keep doing that? Don't tell me now it's this section that I have a thing. Grr, grr. Okay. We're just gonna try to put all this together. I don't want to develop a thing for that corner. You know what I mean. Like, as I approach this corner, I'm like, oh no, don't spin. I don't even want that thought going into my head. Let's do it. Ooh. Okay, pedal to the metal. Oh, that felt like a bunch of understeer. Let's do it. There we go. Gotcha. Point the car. Boom. Ooh. Woo! This feels nice. Fourth? What? What? Am I crazy? Kind of. Oh. I was wondering if I could get it through that corner. Oh boy. I had to experiment. I had to just see if that would work. Okay. Oh, please.
Your lap time is invalidated.
Alright.
Please try to stay on the track.
I get it. Okay. And we continue. Okay, one full clean lap. Come on, let's do it. Oh. Have I overtaken the ghost car? The ghost car is supposed to be half a second in front of me. Or my best time. I don't know if it's the last time. Not my personal best. I'm not quite sure. Oh, missed my braking point. Oh, that felt good. Come on. Fourth gear all the way. Ooh, no, no. The struggle. Okay. Don't hit the wall. So, yeah. That's what happens, right? You get a good lap, take a break, try to come back to it, and put it all together again. It's, that's the thing. It's seat time is seat time. Trying to be consistent. Okay. I don't know about that corner. I'm still trying to figure that one out. It feels slow coming out of it. Okay. Brake here. Whoa. I braked too late. Alright folks, this is going to be my last lap. Let's try to make it a good one. Understeer. Okay, here we go. There we go. Come on. disappointed. Come on. Whoa! Whew, that was close. Come on, keep it clean. That was actually a lot better.
Well done, mate. This has been your personal best.
Yay! I mean, was it really? Because it's a new session. So I'm happy about that. I got, well, at least the game says it's a personal best. I can never trust that because I think it's based on the session. Let's see. So let's take a look. Okay. So 221,630. I need to take a snapshot of that. Just because. To remember this without having to turn the game on. Okay, I got it. So let's go back. 221,630. And then quit. And then I'm going to look at my driver stats. Mount Panorama. There we go. That was my fastest lap. That's weird. It only logged... Huh. Isn't that weird? For all this time that I've driven Mount Panorama, like nearly 2 hours, it only logged the last session. Why is that? Yeah, I have to look at my earlier, my previous time. But that is weird. That is weird. All right, let's see. That's right. Yep. That's right, Machi. This is a universal hub as well. That's funny. Oh my gosh, you folks like the long endurance races, it sounds like. Oh wow. What's up, Tom? How's it going? Haven't seen you in a while. Hmm. Oh, yes. I think actually I just heard about that app the other day, Springbuck. And Springbuck, welcome. Thanks for watching. I appreciate that. Oh, wait. 2 sets of tracks? So, what? I'm so confused. So, okay. There's 2 sets of tracks that shows the 2019 track update. What exactly do you mean? Oh, wait. Help. So, I mean, I only see Mount Panorama here on this list. Am I missing something? Oh, 2018 and 2019. Got it. but I only see 2019 on this list. Am I missing something? I'm not sure. I don't know. Oh, thanks, Tainted Spawn. Have a wonderful night. Oh, interesting. Okay, Springbuck. I, I still don't know where I would find the 2018. But also, I mean, I didn't change anything on the track before I went out. So, like, I just left it here and I started the same session, the same type of session as before, and it shouldn't have changed anything. That's why I'm confused. Yes, that's what it seems like, Machi Mark. Anyway, folks, thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Thanks. I hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday. I always look forward to the streams and chatting with you and learning with you and from you as well. There's so many things that I don't know. One thing that I keep telling myself I do have to do before the next race is to turn co-driver on. I have it installed on my PC. I just haven't used it because I think the first time I turned it on, I was still um, learning a lot, and it was just very distracting as far as the co-driver giving me all this information. But now I think I can take that information in, and it would be helpful as I'm racing. All right, folks. So thanks for watching again. Have a wonderful night wherever you are in the world. I appreciate you hanging out with me and learning. I will be live again tomorrow at 11 a.m. Pacific. This time I will be playing Dirt Rally 2.0. You know, I miss getting into a rally car, so I think tomorrow would be the perfect time to hit up those stages, hit up some dirt. So 11 a.m. Pacific, I will see you right here. And if you're not able to join me tomorrow, then I will be live on Friday at 9 a.m. on the official Forza channel, and I always host it right here as well. 9 a.m. Pacific, playing Forza Horizon 4. Folks, I will see you later. Have a wonderful night wherever you are. Bye! And thanks for following Blivac